Hello dear students, welcome back to Konno's online classes. So in the last session we are discussing about the reducible method and the verbal problem based on the reducible method. I have solved in the last class one problem. So again I have told you that there are two more problems based on this verbal problems in reducible method. So in that second one, two women, 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days, while 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. Find the time taken by one woman alone to finish the work and also that taken by one man alone. So here an embroidery work, there are 7 men together can finish an embroidery work in 4 days. In those 7 people, 2 are men and 5 are men. And those will finish up work in 4 days. And in the second condition, 3 women and 6 men can finish it in 3 days. 3 women and 6 men, they together can finish embroidery work in 3 days. So now we want to find a time taken by one woman alone and a time taken by one man alone to finish the work. So let us see here. One man can finish a work. Suppose one man can finish a work in X days. We don't know in how many days he will finish the work. Think that one man can finish a work in X days means in 1 day. How much he will finish? This X, it is the X days. We want only 1 day, and it means it will come this side. So it becomes what? 1 divided by X. In 1 day, how much he will complete the work? 1 divided by X. So in the same way, here they have given. They ask you to find a time taken by one woman alone to finish the work, and also we want to find the time taken by one man alone to finish the work. So let us consider a time taken by one woman alone to finish the work is equal to X days. We don't know how many days she will take. I will take it as a X days. In the same way, time taken by one man alone to finish the work, I will take it as a Y days. So we want to find in 1 day how much they will complete. So it means one woman's 1 day's work. One woman's 1 day's work is equal to, totally she will take X days. But in 1 day how much she will complete? 1 divided by X. In the same way, one man 1 day's work is equal to, totally he will take Y days. So in 1 day how much he will complete? 1 divided by Y. That much of the work he will finish in 1 day, and one woman can finish 1 by X of the work in 1 day. So here 5 conditions. What are the condition they are given? In the first condition, how many women and how many men are there? There are 2 women and 5 men. So they can finish a work in 4 days. So 2 women, in 1 woman can finish, 1 woman's 1 day work is 1 by X, means 2 women 1 day work is how much? It is 2 divided by X. 5 women's 1 day work is how much? It is 5 divided by X. So in the same way here, 2 women are there. So 2 women's 1 day work is 2 divided by X. And there are 5 men. So 1 man's 1 day work is how much? 1 divided by Y. If there are 5 men means how much it becomes? It becomes 5 divided by Y. 2 men's 1 day work plus 5 men's 1 day work. They together can finish the work in how many days? 4 days. So in 1 day how much they will finish the work? 1 divided by 4. So you have to consider all for 1 day only. So 2 by X plus 5 by Y is equal to 1 divided by 4. So this is the first equation. And next, Second equation. So in the second condition, there are 3 women. So 3 women means 3 divided by x, and 5 men. Sorry, 3 women and 6 men. 6 men means 6 divided by y. So they together can complete our work in how many days? In 3 days. So 3 days means 1 divided by 3. So now using the reducible method, you have to find the value of x and y. See here also we are having 1 divided by x, 1 divided by y, 1 divided by x, 1 divided by y. So what you have to consider here, put p is equal to 1 divided by x and q is equal to 1 divided by y. So if you put p is equal to 1 by x, q is equal to 1 by y, this equation becomes 2 by x means 2 into 1 by x, it becomes 2p plus 5 divided by y means 1 divided by y means it is q. So 5 divided by y means it is 5q is equal to 1 divided by 4. Take this 4 this side. 4 bracket 2p plus 5q is equal to 1. 4 into 2, 8p plus 4 5s are 20q is equal to 1. This is the first equation. Take it as equation number 1. So now, next, this one, 3 divided by x means p, we have taken 1 by x, so 3 divided by x means it is 3p plus 6 divided by y, 1 divided by y means it is q, so 6q is equal to 1 divided by 3. So that 3 if you take that side, this 3 if you take this side, 3 into bracket 3p plus 6q is equal to 1. Remove the bracket. 3 into 3p it is 9p plus 3 6 are 18q is equal to 1. Equation number 2. So now next, using the equation number 1 and equation number 2, you have to find the value of p and q. So after getting the value of p and q, you are getting the value of x and y. So to get the value, I will use the elimination method. So if you use elimination method, so for this one, I will multiply. I want to cancel p. For this, I will multiply 9, and for this, I will multiply 8. So 9 into 8p, it is 72p. So 9 into 20q, it is 180q. Is equal to 9 into 1 is 9. So if you multiply this equation, 8 into 9 72p plus 18 8s are 144q is equal to 8 into 1 is 8. So now observe these two. One is 72p. So we have to subtract these two. So if you want to subtract, I have told you already, you have to change the sign. So change the sign here. So these two will get cancelled. 180 minus 144. So 44, 50, 36 q it is. 180 minus 144 is 36 q is equal to 9 minus 8 is 1. So q is equal to 1 divided by 36. Q means what you have considered in the starting, 1 divided by y. 1 divided by y is equal to 1 divided by 36. Cross multiply, y into 1 is y, 36 into 1 is 36. The value of y is 36. Next, to get the value of x, we have to find the value of p. To get the value of p, you have to substitute q value in equation number 1 or in equation number 2. I will put q value in equation 1. So that is 8p plus 20 into q value is 36. Sorry, not 36. Q value is 1 divided by 36. Is equal to, it is 1. So now cancel this. 2. So 4 5s are 4 9s are. So what is left here? So now 8p plus 5 into 1 is 5 divided by 9 is equal to 1. So 8p is equal to this 5 by 9, if you take that side, 1 minus 5 divided by 9. So 8p is equal to 9 into 1 is 9, 9 minus 5. So it is 4 divided by 9. So cancel. 4 ones are 4 twos are. This 2, if you take that side, p is equal to into 2. If you take this side, divide by 2. Already in the denominator we are having 9. So 9 into 2 is 18. P is equal to 1 divided by 18. So p value, what you have taken, p means 1 divided by x. 1 divided by x is equal to 1 divided by 18. Cross multiply, x is equal to 18. The value of x is 18, the value of y is 36. X means you have considered a time taken by one woman alone to finish the work. So how much time she will take to finish the work? She will take 18 days. And time taken by one man alone to finish the work is equal to 36 days. One man can complete embroidery work in 36 days and one woman can complete embroidery work in 18 days. The next problem is Ruhi travels 300 kilometers to her home partly by train and partly by bus. She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 kilometers by train and the remaining by bus. If she travels 100 kilometers by train and remaining by bus, she takes 10 minutes longer. Find the speed of the train and bus separately. Here, Ruhi can travel a 300 kilometer journey. In that 300 kilometers, she will travel some of the part by bus and some of the part by train. We don't know how much is the speed of the train, we don't know how much is the speed of the bus. So we need to find the speed of both of them. But in the first condition, in 300 kilometers, she travel 60 kilometers by train. And remaining by bus means in 300 kilometers 60 she will travel by train means remaining by bus means she will travel 240 kilometers by bus, because totally 300 kilometers, 60 kilometers by train means remaining 240 kilometers by bus. In the second condition, if she travels 100 kilometers by train, in 300 kilometers, in second condition she will travel by bus 100 kilometers and then the remaining 200 kilometers she will travel by train. In the second condition, she travels 100 kilometers by train and remaining 200 kilometers by bus. So here we need to find the speed of the train and also speed of the bus. So let us consider speed of train as x. Is equal to x kilometer per hour. Speed of bus is equal to y kilometer per hour. Here, first condition, Ruhi can travel 300 kilometer to her home partly by train and partly by bus. So here you need to write by given conditions. By given conditions. So already here we know time, speed and distance. So if you know these three, the formula is distance is equal to speed, speed is equal to distance divided by time. You know the formula, speed is equal to distance divided by time. So distance is equal to speed into time. We need to take here time, because time they have given total time. Time is equal to, if you take this t this side and if you bring s this side, time is what? Time is equal to distance divided by speed. Using this formula, time is equal to distance divided by speed, you have to find the values. So here in the first condition, in the first condition, she will travel 60 kilometers by train. So the formula is 60, it is what? Distance. So formula is distance divided by speed. I am considering time here, because total time how much she has taken to travel 300 kilometers is 4 hours in the first condition. If you have the time both of this time and the second train time, bus time. If you add them, total time they have given, it is equal to 4 hours. So 60 divided by speed, distance divided by speed of the train. This 60 kilometers she traveled by train means speed of train is what? It is x. Plus remaining she traveled by bus. Remaining kilometer means in 300 kilometers, 60 kilometers if she traveled by train, remaining is 240 kilometers she traveled by bus, and distance divided by speed. Speed of bus is 1. Is equal to, this is also time is equal to distance divided by speed, time is equal to distance divided by speed. Total, if you add these two time, total time how much she has taken? 4 hours. So 4 hours, it means is equal to 4. In the same way, second condition, if she travel 100 km by train, 100 km means distance divided by speed of train, again it is x, 100 divided by x, plus remaining means 200 km, totally 300, 100 km by train means 200 km by bus. So time taken, yes sir, distance divided by speed of bus is y, is equal to how much time she will take? 10 minutes longer. Longer means already she has taken for this 4 hours, 10 minutes longer means 4 integer 10 divided by 60. Because 10 minutes means, how do you write that minutes you have to convert into hour, because this 4 is hour here, this minute also I want to convert it into hour. If you convert it into hour, 10 divided by 1 hour, how many minutes? 60 minutes. So 10 divided by 60. So if you cancel this, what you will get? 4 integer 1 by 6, 6 4s are 24 plus 1, 25 divided by 6 hours. It is also. So observe both the equation here. You have to reduce these equation and then you have to get the value of P and Q. So put P is equal to 1 divided by x and Q is equal to 1 divided by y. If you put P is equal to 1 by x, 60 divided by x means what? Becomes what? 60 P. If you put 240, 1 divided by y is a Q, 240 divided by y, it will become 240 Q is equal to 4. So what is common here? I will consider the common 4 here. If you take 4 common, so how much it will remain? 15 P plus, so 4 6 are 24, 60 Q is equal to 4. So this 4 will get cancelled. What is left? 15P plus 60Q is equal to 1. Take it as equation number 1. In the same way, second equation, 100P, 100 divided by x means 100P plus 100, 200 divided by y means 200Q is equal to 25 divided by 6. In the numerator we are having 25 means 25 I will take common. If you take 25 outside, so 25 4s are 4P plus 25 8s are 8Q is equal to 25 divided by 6. 25 1s are 25 1s are. Now this 6, if you take this side into 6, 6 into bracket 4P plus 8Q is equal to 1. 6 4s are 24P plus 6 8s are 48Q is equal to 1. So observe both the equation number 1 and equation number 2. Using any method you have to find the value of Q here. So now let us reuse the method, elimination method here. So if you want to use the elimination method, A1 value is 15, B1 value is 60, C1 value is minus 1. This plus 1 if you take this side, minus 1. A2 value is 24, B2 value is 48. This 1 if you bring this side, C2 value is minus 1. So we know the formula, x divided by B1 C2 minus B2 C1, y divided by C1 E2 minus C2 A1 is equal to 1 divided by A1 B2 minus A2 B1. So x divided by B1 C2. B1 is 60, C2 is minus 1, 60 into minus 1 is minus 60. Minus sign in the formula we are having, put as it is. B2 C1, B2 is 48, C1 is minus 1, 48 into minus 1 is minus 48, this plus minus, it becomes plus 48, is equal to y divided by C1 A2. C1 is 15, A2 is, sorry, C1 is minus 1, A2 is 24, 24 into minus 1 is minus 24. Minus in the formula we are having, put as it is. C2 A1, C2 is minus 1, A1 is 15, 15 into minus 1 is minus 15, this minus it becomes plus 15, is equal to A1 B2, A1 B2, 48, 15s are 720, A1 B2, 48, 15s are 720 minus A2 B1, 24 into 1140. So x divided by 60, 1 is minus, 1 is plus, subtract them, 60 minus 48, it is 12. So it is bigger number sign is minus, is equal to y divided by 24 minus 15, 1 is minus, 1 is plus, subtract them, 24 minus 15, it is 9, bigger number sign is minus, is equal to 1 divided by 720 minus 1140, 1 is plus, 1 is minus, subtract them, so you will get 720, it is minus 720. Now compare first and third. X divided by minus 12 is equal to 1 divided by minus 720. So in all these are other mistakes here. You have to consider these y, x and y as p and q, because we need to find p and q, because here the coefficients are p and q, not x and y. So here p, it is q, is equal to 1 divided by, sorry, if you compare these two, so here both sides we are having minus, cancel them, 12, so 12 ones are 12, 6 are 60, so the value of p is 1 divided by 60. So p means we have considered 1 divided by x. 1 divided by x is equal to 1 divided by 60, therefore x is equal to 60. And next compare here. Q divided by minus 9 is equal to 1 divided by minus 720. Minus minus will get cancelled. 9 ones are, 9 eights are. So 80s are. So Q is equal to 1 divided by 80. So Q value you have to consider it as Q value, you have taken it as a 1 divided by y. 1 divided by y is equal to 1 divided by 80. So cross multiply, y is equal to 80. X value is 60, y value is 80. X means you have considered speed of train. Speed of train is how much? 60 kilometer. Speed of train, it becomes x value 60 kilometer per hour. And the speed of bus, it is y, you have considered, it is 80 kilometer per hour. So like this you have to solve the value of x and y using the reducible method. Okay. Here it completes the chapter, and I will take here one problem. Now already we have discussed a substitution method, elimination method and cross multiplication method. Just I will take this one problem and solve it by all three methods, and I will show whether you are getting a correct answer or no. Because in exam they will not tell you to use any of the method here. They will not mention you elimination method, cross multiplication method and substitution method. You can use any method which is easy for you. So here I will show all three methods by taking one problem. So first I will start with substitution method. Three x plus 4y is equal to 10. Take it as equation number 1. 2x minus 2y is equal to 2. Take it as equation number 2. So here you can consider either equation 1 or equation 2. So I will consider equation 2. Equation 2 implies 2x, keep it as it is. Take this minus 2y that side. So 2 plus 2y. Therefore x is equal to 2 plus 2y. This into 2 if you take that side, divided by 2. It is equation number 3. By taking equation 2, we have got equation 3. Now this equation 3 how to substitute in equation number 1. Substituting equation 3 in equation 1. If you substitute equation 3 in equation 1, equation 3 is x is equal to 2 plus 2y divided by 2. This x value are to substitute in equation number 1. So 3 into bracket x, 2 plus 2y divided by 2 plus 4y is equal to 10. So this 3 you have to multiply here. 3 into 2, 6 plus 3 into 2, 6y divided by 2 plus 4y is equal to 10. Take LCM here. Here there is no number means 1. LCM of 1 and 2 is 2. For this you have to multiply 1. For this you have to multiply 2. 6 plus 6y into 1 is 6 plus 6y plus 4y into 2. It is 8y is equal to 10. So 6y plus 8y. It is 14y is 14y and plus 6 is equal to 2 into 10, 20. So 14y is equal to 20. This 6y if you take that side minus 6. So 14y is equal to 20 minus 6 is again it is 14. Cancel. 14 ones are 14 ones are. Y value is equal to 1. The value of y is 1. Put this y value. Put y value in equation 3. If you put y value in equation number 3, x is equal to 2 plus 2 into y value is, we have got 1 divided by 2. 2 plus 2 into 1 is 2 divided by 2. Don't cancel it here only directly. First you have to add. 2 plus 2 is 4 divided by 2. 2 ones are 2 twos are. X is equal to 2. The value of x is 2. The value of y is 1. This is substitution method. So next, second method is elimination method. Elimination method. So 3x plus 4y is equal to 10. 2x minus 2y is equal to 2. So here I want to eliminate y. Here the coefficient of y in the first equation is 4. The coefficient of y in the second equation is minus 2. So this 2 I want to make it 4 because here 4y is there. This also I want to make it 4. If you want to make it 4, you have to multiply 2 for the second equation. For this I will multiply 1. For this I will multiply 2. If you multiply 1, 3x plus 4y is equal to 10. If you multiply 2, 4x minus 4y is equal to 4. Take it as equation number 1 and it as equation number 2. So now to get cancelled, 1 is plus, 1 is minus, you have to add. Adding equation 1 and equation 2. So 3x plus 4y is equal to 10. 4x minus 4y is equal to 4. If you are adding, no need to change the sign, directly you have to cancel. 3x plus 4x is 7x is equal to 10 plus 4 is 14. Therefore, x is equal to 14 divided by 2, 2 ones are 2, 7. Sorry, divided by 7, 7 ones are 7, 2s are. X is equal to 2. The value of x is 2. This x value you have to substitute in equation 1 or in equation 2. Put x value in equation 1. So if you put x value in equation 1, 3 into x, it is 2. 3x is there, 3 into x is 2, plus 4y is equal to 10. So 3 2s are 6, plus 4y is equal to 10. So 6, 4y you have to keep it as it is. 10, this 6 if you take that side, minus 6. 4y is equal to 10 minus 6 is 4. Y is equal to 4. This 4 if you take that side divided by 4. Cancel. 4 ones are. Y is equal to 1. The value of x is 2. The value of y is 1. See here in the first substitution method also x value you have got 2. Y value you have got 1. In the second method also x value is 2. Y value is 1. And we go for third method. Whether we are getting same or not by cross multiplication method, you have to check it. Cross multiplication method. Third method is cross multiplication method. So 3x plus 4y, this plus 10 if you bring this side, minus 10 is equal to 0. This 2 if you take this side, 2x minus 2y minus 2 is equal to 0. So here a1 value is 3, b1 value is 4, c1 value is minus 10. a2 value is 2, b2 value is minus 2, c2 value is minus 2. We know the formula. This is very important here in the cross multiplication method to write the formula. X divided by b1 c2 minus b2 c1 is equal to y divided by c1 a2 minus c2 a1 is equal to 1 divided by a1 b2 minus a2 b1. So x divided by b1 c2. b1 is 4, c2 is minus 2, 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. Put minus sign as it is. b2 c1 minus 2 minus 10. Minus 2 into minus 10 is plus 20 and this becomes minus. So b1 c2. b1 4, c2 is minus 2, 4 into minus 2 is minus 8. Minus formula, minus sign in the formula we are having b2 c1. b2 value is minus 2, c1 value is minus 10. Minus 2 into minus 10 is plus 20 and here in the formula we are having minus, that is equal to y divided by c1 a2 minus 10 2 minus 10 into 2 is minus 20 minus c2 a1, c2 is minus 2, a1 is 3, 3 into minus 2 minus 6 and this becomes plus 6 is equal to 1 divided by a1 b2. a1 value is 3, b2 value is minus 2, 3 into minus 2 is minus 6 minus a2 b1, a2 is 2, b1 is 4, 2 into 4 is 8. So x divided by minus 8 minus 20 is minus 28 because both are minus. Add and put minus sign. Y divided by minus 20 plus 6. One is minus, one is plus. Subtract them. 14, bigger number sign is minus. Is equal to 1 divided by minus 6 minus 8 is minus 14. So x divided by minus 28 is equal to 1 divided by minus 14. Minus minus will get cancelled. 14 ones are, 14 twos are. Therefore, which implies x is equal to cross multiply. X into 1 is x, 2 into 1 is 2. X value is 2. And compare second and third. Y divided by minus 14 is equal to 1 divided by minus 14. Both sides minus 14 will get cancelled. Y is equal to 1. See here, In the cross multiplication method also, we have got x value is 2, y value is 1. In the same way, by substitution method also, we have got x value is 2, y value is 1. By all three methods, we have got same values. So I am telling you, you can use any method. By all the methods, you are getting the same answers. So better you can use elimination method or cross multiplication method. Cross multiplication method, keeping the formula in mind, it is very important. So you have to memorize it, or else I have to do trick how to write the formula. So using that formula, you can get the answers very easily. So like this, you have to solve all these. So next, in the exam, you are getting totally 8 marks from this chapter. One is 4 marks question, which is very important, that is graph. Graph you are getting definitely for 4 marks. So totally you are getting 8 marks on this chapter. According to last year blueprint, I am telling you 8 marks. So in these 8 marks, one is 2 marks question 2 are there, and 1 marks question 1 you may get. Or you are getting 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 4. It means 1 marks 2 question you may get, 2 marks 1 question, and 4 marks 1 question. This 4 marks question will be definitely a graph. Without graph, there is no any question paper. So it is very important. Graph, you have to practice it. Must and should you have to practice the graph. I have told you how to put the graph. So you have to practice 4 marks. It is definitely. And these 2 marks questions, it means they may ask you substitution method, the problem based on substitution method, or they may ask you problems based on elimination method, or they may ask you the problem based on cross multiplication method. So in these 3 methods, you can use any one method and you have to solve the problem. For those problems you are getting for 2 marks. In these only you may get a verbal problems. I have told you how to solve the verbal problems. Using the statements, you have to make the linear equations. Then you have to find the value of x and y. And also I have studied consistence and inconsistence. Consistence and inconsistence of linear equation also you have studied, and you have studied condition graphical method also. So this graphical method you are getting definitely for 4 marks, and these are for 2 marks. So this much you have studied from this chapter, and you have studied 3 conditions. A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is not equal to C1 by C2, and second one A1 by A2 is not equal to B1 by B2. Third one A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 is equal to C1 by C2. So very simple chapter. A linear equation in 2 variable. It is from algebra, and your calculation is very simple. You can use any method and you can solve the problems. So better you have to practice all 3 methods, and you can get definitely 8 marks in the exams from this chapter. So be prepared. Okay, thank you.